Welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited for today. We're gonna give the kitchen a little bit of a break from baking and we're gonna craft. I've seen this crafting project all over Etsy and Pinterest and I wanted to do it for such a long time. Today we're gonna make a crescent moon wreath or wall hanging, whichever one you want to call it. And the fun thing about this one is it's very versatile. You can make it however you want with whatever you have on hand, and it's uniquely yours, and that's the magic in this one. We're just gonna have fun, we're gonna try our best, and we're just gonna craft today. I'm so excited. So let's get started. Okay, like I said, this project is very universal, so you could grab any supplies you have on hand, but for mine, I went ahead and I went to my local craft store and I picked up some grapevine material, some fake flowers and moss, which I got in the floral section. I also got some hemp rope from the beading and necklace section, and I also got some peacock feathers for embellishments, and I had a crystal already on hand at home. You also want to make sure you have a hot glue gun, some extra glue sticks, and some pliers and scissors handy as well. Okay, now that we have our materials together, we're going to go ahead and start with the foundation of our crescent moon, which is the grapevine material. A quick disclosure on grapevine material, it is a little messy and leaves twigs and leaves everywhere, so I suggest doing this outside or on a drop cloth. Okay, we're going to go ahead and release the grapevine material. Grapevine material actually does have little metal secures throughout the ring, and I did not know this, as you'll see me struggling here in the video, but once I found them, I went ahead and just took my wire cutters and I snipped out all of the secures and tossed the metal pieces in the trash. Once you have your grapevine material released, go ahead and pull out the middle, and we're going to use the eyeball method and cut as much or as little material as we want, as this is going to determine how thick or thin you want your crescent moon to be. It doesn't matter how much or how little you cut out, as this is your moon. Okay, we're gonna start cutting out our crescent moon shape. I went ahead and I just mentally mapped out my first point and started cutting from there. And then once I'm done with the bottom part, I'll go ahead and mentally map out the second part and start cutting then. As I was cutting my first point, I did have to stop to hide my peacock feathers from my little cats because they really wanted them, so sorry for the delay there. And you'll also see our youngest cat show up, Milo. He really wanted to be part of this project, so sorry about that, but he is cute. But yeah. Okay, now that you have your first point cut out, go ahead and map out your second point. I struggled a little bit with this, so enjoy this clip of me trying to mentally figure this out. Also, I don't know why I didn't realize that grapevine material is going to be so hard to cut. I should have known this. It is wood. But here, enjoy this clip of how much hand strength I do not have. Okay, now that you have your second point cut, go ahead and separate the crescent shape into two and take your hemp rope and tie it at the end and then tightly wind it all the way around the shape and tie off, and you're going to do this to both sides. This will prevent the material from separating on you and from falling apart in the future. Once you have both crescent shapes bound up, go ahead and tie them together. Also, enjoy both of my cats trying to help with the project. Jasmine's little paws are on the side. I thought she was in this a little bit more than she was, but that's all we get of her. And Milo is Milo. He's just gonna do what he wants no matter how much you shoo him away. So enjoy. Once you have both crescent shapes bound together, we're going to go ahead and create this fun dream catcher look. In the middle, you just take one long string and loop it through a twig at the top and back down, and whichever direction you want to go, there is no pattern for this. Also, enjoy this clip of me taking too much string and getting it wound up all over my tools. Now it's time to hot glue. We're going to go ahead and take our moss and we're going to cut off little chunks at a time, and we're going to just lay it on top of our grapevine in the shape of the crescent and hot glue it down. Also, I am embarrassed to say this, but I made a rookie mistake and I didn't make sure my hot glue gun was on. This hot glue gun is new to me and I didn't realize that it didn't start heating up right away, and then you actually have to turn it on. My bad. But yeah, make sure your hot glue gun is turned on or plugged in. Okay, now that my hot glue gun is all heated up, I'm going to take small chunks of moss and hot glue them all around my crescent moon shape. Hot glue is obviously hot, so I did take some scissors and use it to press down the moss onto my hot glue. Just a quick side note, if you see me cutting throughout the video, it's just because I wasn't satisfied with how my crescent peaks looked. Okay, now that you have your preferred amount of moss glued onto your crescent shape, the next part is entirely up to you. I went ahead and I took the flowers that I found at my craft store and I cut them off their stems and I laid them out on top of my crescent shape to see how I liked them before I hot glued them. And you're going to do the same thing with whichever materials you picked out for your moon. As I was designing this, I almost forgot about the peacock feathers that I hid from my cats, so I asked my husband to grab it for me. That's why you see them just randomly pop into the screen. I wanted to add a dangling crystal for my Crescent Moon Wreath, so I went ahead and I took my hemp rope and I tied it to the grapevine at the top peak, and then I tied the crystal to the bottom of the rope. And that was it. I was done with my wreath. We did it! We finished our craft project for the day and it came out so cute, you guys. I had a lot of fun making this and I hope you did too. Like I said, it's very versatile. You can use anything around your house, anything that means a lot to you. You can make a little memorial or keepsake wreath as well. That would be fun. Or I would like to do a succulent one. I think that would be fun too. I would eventually like to redo this just a little bit more organically, maybe drying out my own flowers and my own moss and getting my own twigs, everything like that. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope you keep watching with me and learning and growing and just having fun and being creative and finding that creativity within yourself. So I also want to introduce Charlie, one of my familiars. I have 3 of them and 2 of them you'll see in the video as well because they want to be in part of this process as well. She was just sleeping and hiding, so I thought she should in the video with me. But yeah, like I said, I hope you want to keep watching, so go ahead and hit that like, subscribe, and share button, and we'll see you next time. Bye!